How do you rate this sandwich?
It's not a sandwich, it's a burger.
And how do you rate it?
2. It all started when I was 13 and my father left me. He had a couple of chains and I sold them at the pawn shop. He asked me if I wanted to buy a guitar with his chains, with the money that I could make off the chains, and so I did. I got myself a nice guitar.
One of the things that excited me the most about this project is so I could finally show off all the cool shit you fucking own. So tell me, what are you playing on right now?
It's right there. It's called a Korg SV1.
Now tell me about this thing. Where'd you get it? How'd you get it? What'd you like about it?
I spent a whole summer working in a warehouse a couple summers ago, and then made all the money. And then once I made all the money, I bought it. It took me a while because I wanted it in red, and I did. And I found it in red, so that's nice. These two things, they're called studio monitors, and essentially what they do is they emit sound in the least bias of ways, so it's easier to edit on and produce on with these two things. Now this baby right here, this is what I started off on, and this is what you call a Fender Rhodes, right? This is from 1977, if I remember correctly. I just remember pouring a bunch of stuff, lots of money in this, and I sold a bunch of stuff to get this, but it's nice to have the authentic version of this, and this actually has real strings inside. And then I got into jazz music. They would beat on me for liking that stuff, but I stick to it. And my weekends and weeknights practicing all the time because I had nothing else to do. And you reach at some point when that's all you do, and your brain is developing. Then you reach higher levels of, I guess I don't want to call it virtuosity. It is what it is. So. I think this would be nicer now.
So I hear you produce, eh?
Yeah, I produce many people in the West Island. I make a quick buck, and everyone's happy, and I'm happy too. So.
Hey, wait a minute, Matthew.
What?
What's that?
George Benson.
No, not that. Underneath it.
This thing? That's my old Casio tone. It's pretty expensive because it's what you call an analog. It has an analog circuit, which means that it's not digital, which means it's worth a little more and it sounds warmer and it's a little more, you get more of an authentic sound from it. And then I studied at Vanier College for a semester in jazz guitar, and I dropped out.
Why did you drop out?
See, the program, I guess it just wasn't suited for me. It just the level was just, I guess it was, I don't want to call it low. It's not that it's an easy program. I didn't like the teacher. The teachers were not all that great, and they didn't let you work on what you wanted to do, and they pushed some terrible agenda down your throat. So that's not the best thing ever. Essentially, I got trained for university. So when I applied to CJEP, I just found it boring, and I just couldn't handle it. So I dropped out.
So what about these boys?
That's a stupid mandolin. I hate playing, and I don't know what this is, but I don't know, I like the sound of it. It looks stupid, so it's all.
Why does it have a bunch of ducks on it?
Because someone just put the ducks on it, and I found that it looked pretty cool, so I just kept them on. It's my baby. Oof.
No, what is that?
That's my child. It's my little cutie patoots. I worked the whole summer for this thing a couple of years ago too, so that's my little cutie patoots. Hey, I haven't seen this fucker in a bit. Oh my god, it's so fucking big. Ooh! It's a little faded though, it's a little faded. Am I the only one who thinks it's a little faded? This one, you see this thing right here is, but you call it DX7. This was used on practically every song in the 80s, right? So, like the Danger Zone, right? Everyone knows that song. This is used to make the bass line on the Danger Zone. The thing is, I've always, high school was a great place to explore music, right? So I always loved my fair share of hip hop, growing up too. My newly found love of jazz music in high school gets its fair share in my musical library. So at some point, you start experimenting and you start fusing things together, and modern music, that's where it's heading. So I started fusing jazz music and hip hop like many of the other people, but I have my little twist on it. So that's kind of how it goes. Yeah.